Welcome to lecture number 1. This is a lecture series on the plus 2 class mathematics NCERT based. The first chapter of the mathematics in plus 2 is the relations and functions. In today's lecture, we'll discuss about the basic terms that we are going to use in this entire chapter. And the first lecture will cover the basic terms, the examples, and so that whatever the coming lectures will consist of the solved or unsolved questions. When we are aware about the different terms, it will be easy for you to understand. So let's move to the relations and functions. Basically, the very first term that we are going to use is the relations. Okay. So what exactly relations we talk about in real life, right? What is the relations? For example, first term is the Rahul is the friend of Aman, right? Similarly, teacher teaches student, mother relates to child, and student belongs to class. So one common question from all these above examples is what is common in all these examples? The common is what is the connection between two people, right? For example, Rahul is a friend of Aman, so connection is a friend connection, right? So answer is there is connection between these two. So in real life, like relation means there is a connection. Similarly, in mathematics, relation means connections between the objects, right? So relations, what I mean by relation in mathematics, it means connection between any two objects or more than two objects, right? So very first term in the relation is a set. What exactly a set is? Again, as I said in the beginning, just understand these terms. It might be confusing in the beginning, but when we'll come to the solving of questions, then you'll easily understand what actually set is. But for now, set is basically a collection of objects. For example, let us say a set is represented by A. It contains following three numbers 1, 2 and 3. These three numbers are known as objects. These or these objects are also sometimes called by elements. So if you are saying that a set is a collection of elements or a set is a collection of objects, both are true, right? So a set means a collection of objects between curly brackets. These are the curly brackets. So these are the objects. Again, coming to the 1, 2 and 3, these are known as the objects or they are also known as the elements. Again, below is the real life example. For example, the set of students in a class represent a set. Set of color also represent a set. Set of book also represent a set. So set means, what exactly set means? Set means the collection of something. In mathematics, that something is known as the object or we call them the element. Again, next definition is the element of a set. So objects inside a set are called as elements. So as I told you in the just previous slide, these 1, 2, 3, these are known as the elements or they are also known as the objects, right? They are also known as the elements. So 1, 2 and 3, these are the elements of set A. Now when we are talking about these elements, sometimes we need to use some symbol instead of writing a big line. For example, it belongs to this, it belongs to this. So we use a symbol that is sometimes we call it epsilon sign, right? This one is the sign. So if I am saying that 1, this symbol A, it means what it means? 1 belongs to set A. See, this is the set A, 1 is there. 1 belongs to set A means 1 is a number that is available in the elements of that set A. That is the meaning of 1. Similarly, I can also write 2 belongs to A. So here you can write it as 2 and then 2 belong to A. If I am selecting some random number which is not there in a set, so how will I represent it that it does not belong? You just put a cross line, right? So if here I have selected a number 5, 5 is not in the set because set only contains 3 numbers 1, 2 and 3. 5 does not belong to set A, so I can represent it by 5, this symbol A. It means 5 does not belong to set A, right? Again, like 1, 2, 3 is there in the set, but is there 5 in the set? No, it is not. So I'll represent it by this sign. Okay. Then in simple terms, if this is the symbol I'm using, it means the element is inside the set. And if this is the symbol I'm using, it means the element is not inside this. So two terms we have discussed, one is set and one is the elements, right? Now next is ordered pair. Ordered pair means writing the two elements in a fixed order. Whatever the two elements or objects we are having, if we are writing it in a fixed order, it is known as ordered pair, right? For example, in terms of position, first position, second position, then I'll write it as 1, 2. This is some set, let us say this is set A. So A is 1, 2, right? So 1, 2, if I'm writing 2, 1, then it will be a different meaning, right? So ordered pair means the two elements written in a fixed order. Again, in real life example, for example, you are a student of any +2 class, right? So first your name will be written, then only your roll number will be written in general practice. So the ordered pair will be student comma roll number. This is not in correct order, that is roll number is written first and name is written second, because it will make some another meaning. So in an ordered pair, position matter, changing the order changes the meaning. Next, now Cartesian product, that is very important term that we'll be using throughout our lecture or in coming lectures. Cartesian pair means all possible ordered pairs. For example, you have set A 1, 2, then you have set B 2, 3, 4. So Cartesian product is represented by sign A cross B, right? So it means first you select one element of first set, then first element of second set, then again next will be first element of first set and second element of second set. Similarly, second, once it is done, then second set of second object of first element first set and first object of second set, like 1, 3, it is written here 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3 and 2, 4. These are all are that is known as the Cartesian product A cross B, right? First element come from A, second element will come from B. So A cross B, it means all possible pair. So what are the possible pair? 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 2, 4, right? So that means Cartesian product means take one from A and one from B and make all possible ordered pair. That is the Cartesian product. Next, coming to relation. What exactly is a relation in mathematics? A relation is simply a collection of selected pair. A relation is, please understand this point, that is very, I think you might find very confusing, but understand it. A relation is simply a collection of selected pairs. For example, you have two set A and B. Set A is 1, 2, 3, 3. First, write them in Cartesian form. Cartesian product will be 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 2, 4. That is okay. Now, choose only one relation. Selected pairs means you can select those relations or whatever will be given in the question. To choose only, I have selected 1, 3 and I have selected 2, 4. That means selected pairs. A relation is simply a collection of selected pair. Just for my establishment of relation in this case, it is 1, 3 and 2, 4. This selected collection is called relation. So that means relation is basically selected collection, right? So you must remember, if all possible pairs are selected, then it is a Cartesian product. If you have only selected pair, it will be known as relation. It will be known as relation. Okay. Now, that is again the real life example to make you understand that what exactly relation means. Suppose we have class 12 students, right? Then we have +1 students. So some possible relations are, that is A is brother of B, A will be here, right? And B is here. A is brother of B, A is sister of B, A scored more marks than B, A lives in the same locality as B. So these are the possible relations or connections, right? Therefore, all are relations here, right? Next, how we can write it. The next part is very important, that will be coming in the coming lectures, and today also we'll discuss some of them. If pair A comma B, that is selected pair, belongs to any relation R, then we can say A is related to B or A R B. This is very important part. And these are terms. If a pair A B belongs to some relation R, then we say A is related to B, or this is the sign or representation A R B. Suppose we have 1 comma 2, 2 comma 3. This is a relation that we have selected pairs. It means 1 is related to 2 or 2 is related to 3. 1 is related to 2 and 2 is related to 3, right? So whenever A comma B belongs to R, remember this sign. Whenever A comma B belongs to R, we write A R B. A is related to B, right? Now function, the special relation. Function is a special type of relation with one condition, that one input will have only one output. You might find such type of terms in MCQs questions, that the function means special relations, which means one input will be equal to only one output. For example, student has one roll number. Every student in a class will have a unique number. That means only one number, one roll number. For example, there is a student whose roll number is 11, then 12, 13. So different students have different roll number, but only one. This is not a function. Here one student is having two roll number, that is one is 12, one is 15, but this is not a function. This can be a relation, but this is not a function. Function, that means special type of relation. One input must have one output. If any input has more than one output, it is not a function. Remember these points. These are just to just to remember points. What is the meaning? Now, difference between relation and function. What is the difference? That is very important term again. Both are connection. First, understand relations and function both are a connection, but functions are more strict. In what terms? In relation, one input may connect to many output. For example, there is a student Rahul. Rahul can have in another class the students, the friends Aman and Kunal, right? Or he can have multiple friends, right? So in relation, that is allowed. But in case of function, if Rahul is the friend with Aman, he cannot be friend with Kunal. He cannot be friend with Vivek. That means Rahul can have only one friend. That means only one output in case of function. So multiple friends or multiple outputs are not allowed in function. So here it is also written, in relation, one input may connect to many outputs, and in function, one input can have only one output. Remember these terms. So that is quick revision of what we discussed. Relations means connection, right? That means collection. Cartesian product means all possible pairs, right? Relations means selected pairs, right? Every function is relation. Very important term for MCQ part. Every function is a relation, but because function has one input and one output, right? Every function is a relation that we have discussed, but every relation is not a function, because every function has a relationship, because in every function one input will have only one output. But in case of relation, one input can have one output also and multiple output also. So that means function can be a relation. Every function is a relation, but every relation is not a function, right? So for today, I'll just stop it here, because these are the terms that you might find it confusing in the beginning, but revise it 1, 2 or 3 times. You will come to understand that these are easy terms. Once it is clear, then this is the part 1 of this lecture, right? We'll start with part 2 of the lecture in the next class. Then we'll in the next class we'll discuss the sum questions, so that it will become easy for you what are different terms. So for now, I'll stop here. Thank you very much, and stay safe.